Um, I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but welcome. So awkward. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. I don't know. Welcome to whatever this is. I'm gonna call this things that happened this week. I'm your host. Literally the only person on camera. Do I really want to say my real name on here? You can call me SJ. I'm your host, SJ, and today, it's nighttime, as you can see. Um, I'm going to tell you things that happened this week. The purpose of this is really just for me to talk through the things that have happened to me or in the world this week, and sometimes it'll be heavy, sometimes it'll be super not. But I just need an outlet. So here I am. Anyway, so number one, this I'm just gonna put together like a list. I think I'm gonna shoot for once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, realistically, but whatever. Of these things, these random things, and maybe eventually I'll have a theme, but right now I don't. It's just random things that happened this week. So number one is I deleted TikTok, and not just I. Oh, this is Token. Token, say hi. I got nothing for you. Um, I deleted TikTok, and a lot of other people deleted TikTok. All I can tell you is that an American company bought TikTok and now it sucks for a lot of reasons. But I didn't really know this. I just was doom scrolling as I got the really, really bad habit of doing this past week in general. And all of a sudden, my feed just sucked. Like, it sucked so bad. Like, I started seeing videos, content that I didn't really like usually even interact with, and I was like, oh, this is odd. And then it did that thing, if you're used to be on TikTok, whatever, where you refresh your feed and then it's just the same videos that you just refresh from. So I was like, oh, period. So I deleted it. And my hope is to keep it deleted because honestly, I feel like, and now I'm about to go off on a small tangent. I feel like since, I don't know, when did TikTok become popular? What, like 2020? Um, 2019? I have had a really, really, really difficult time like regulating my attention. I feel like I used to have a lot more hobbies. I used to make YouTube videos. I used to do all kinds of different things. And since I've let TikTok in my life, like a bad ex, um, all of that's just kind of like not, it didn't happen like quickly. It's just I feel like I woke up and now I'm in my late 20s and I don't really do any of the things that I used to do. And yeah, that kind of sucks. Like I don't know, I'm having a hard time um doing things for me outside of my phone, and the TikTok was just not helping with that. So I'm going to keep it deleted because I don't know, it's getting sad. Number two, things that happened this week. I sent my friends gifts, souvenirs from Japan. Me and my partner went to Japan. I'm not gonna give too many details because internet's blah blah blah. But it was a really really cool trip, and I was so happy that I could like buy. I bought like a bunch of souvenirs. You know how people like go to different countries and they go and get like a whole new suitcase while they're in another country, and then they bring back a poop ton of souvenirs. Well, my souvenir was a suitcase, so I didn't fill it up to the brim with like stuff because I ain't got no money. Um, but anyway, so I brought back some gifts like knickknacks, chopstick holders, like money cats, chopsticks, pens, all kinds of stuff, and I put them in like little packages for my friends, and I sent them like all across the country. So that's the second thing I did this week, or thing that happened this week. Okay, again, I will say that these are in no particular order, but number three, many, many things, so many, 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 many protests across the country have been happening as a response to anti ICE. Basically, these are anti ICE protests, which is amazing. And I'm so, so, so happy to see it. It makes me reminiscent of back in 2020 when myself and others were protesting for BLM. And, I just hope, I want, this seems really, really strong, just like it was back then. And I hope that this momentum keeps going. I feel like we're on as far as like resistance goes, I feel like we're on a really good track, and people are starting to understand like really good ways to resist. Your dollar being one of those, not supporting certain businesses and establishments based on your moral beliefs. Um, that I think is significantly different back from the protesting methods I participated and saw in 2020 versus now. So I feel like I'm seeing a lot of good forms of resistance, and I'm really hopeful that all this BS with ICE and stuff just I'm hopeful that it will go away. So token. So number four thing that happened this week. See my phone, my thing. Um, oh my god. This is why I'm doing this series. How did I almost forget about this? Ants. There were ants. Okay. Oh. So I will not say where I live, but I live in California. And there is every time it gets warm, there are these ants that will appear in our bathroom, me and my partner's bathroom. We only have one bathroom, and first noticed it when I was like taking a shower. They were, for some reason, they tend to appear in the shower. And I looked it up, and the answer is like super, super common around here. But we had our apartment complex, or apartment people or whatever, come and like spray. They went away for a little bit after doing like some store-bought stuff. I did liquid ant bait. I did solid ant bait. I did all kinds of shit. And they go away for a little bit and they keep coming back. And then this girl, she's not like eating them. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't wish that she would eat them, but sometimes she gets bugs. Not recently. She's not doing her job. So yeah. And oh yeah, it's like a whole ordeal when having like the pest people come in, because we gotta take her, we gotta hang out with her like outside the car. Not, I say it like I don't like hanging out with my cat, but she doesn't like to be. She's not comfortable in her crate, and she has to be in her crate if she's going to leave the house. Anyway, yeah. So ants. That's the other thing that happened, and yeah, they've slowed down again. But I keep poisoning them. So I only have 6 of these, by the way. The fifth thing that happened this week. Oh yeah. So this is related to the TikTok, whatever number that was. I downloaded Upscroll. So frankly, I am still trying to figure out how to adapt my feed, like with TikTok and formerly Twitter. That's another thing. But with TikTok, you can just you interact with the stuff that you want to see, and on Upscroll, I don't know how to explain it. I just there's not like right now I'm not seeing a good mix of content. It's mostly sad things, you know? And maybe that's how I'm going to use it, but I was kind of hoping I could have like something where I could see a mix of different things happening all over the world, or and then some, I don't know. But yeah. Let me know if you guys downloaded Upscroll. I'm gonna keep it, but I think right now I just don't know what to do with it. If that makes sense. Okay. Oh, my phone. Hello. There we go. I don't know why it locks up like that. Y'all, it's so late. It's like 11 o'clock. The sixth I said that so aggressively. The sixth thing that happened this week, the sixth thing is that Taco Bell removed the classic stacker from their menu. Okay? I, hmm. I came home. Sorry, it's okay. And I drove through LA traffic. Okay? I came home after a long day driving through LA traffic, and I was like, you know what? You know what I could use? I could use a classic stacker, Taco Bell. So I go to DoorDash and I go to, you know how you can look at like a repeat order or whatever. This is how often I got the classic stacker. I go and I look at my repeated order and I'm like, oh, this can't be. And my uncle records boy, this can't be. I don't see my classic stacker. So I'm like, okay, obviously this is like glitching, right? So I go to the search bar for Taco Bell. You know how desperate I was? I go to the search bar for Taco Bell on DoorDash and I type in classic stacker. Nothing. Actually, that's not true. Nothing. Not nothing. I type in stacker. You know what they got? Now they have an avocado stacker. I have to get a classic stacker with. I feel ridiculous, but this is a legitimate. I have to get a classic stacker with avocado in it. And you know what? I was desperate, so I ordered it, and it was gross. Taco Bell, bring back the classic stacker. Bring back the classic stacker, okay? Okay, so that's the sixth thing that happened this week, and that's the last thing I had on my list. So, if for some reason this randomly popped up in your feed, hi, hello, I'm trying something out, so nice to meet you. Hope you come back. I'll be here. And that's it. Have a good week. Oh, look at her little face. I'll be back next week. Hopefully, keep yourself safe. Go out in numbers. Make sure someone, like maybe a close friend, family member, a loved one has your location. Make good decisions. And I don't know how else to end this video, so I'm gonna go now. Bye.